not sustain. Whoops. Was that my, Oh, goodness. That's all right. All of you know who I am. As some of you may have noticed, I had a lot more energy in our second debate. I felt really well rested after the nice long nap I had in the first debate. In the next 100 days, our bipartisan outreach will be so successful that even John Boehner will consider becoming a Democrat. After all, we have a lot in common. He is a person of color, although not a color that appears in the natural world. Come on, man, I get it. I gotta get one of these. See it. No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, where are Biggie and Tupac? I'm so in love with you.
Hey, get out of here.
That's the most persistent fly I've ever seen. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Hi. Excuse me. Well,
recognize that this job can take a toll on you. I understand second term, need a burst of new energy, try some new things, and then my team and I talked about it. We were willing to try anything, so we borrowed one of Michelle's tricks. I thought this looked pretty good, but no bounce. I, on the other end, have run my last campaign. On Thursday, as Ed mentioned, I went to the opening of the Bush Presidential Library in Dallas. It was a wonderful event, and that inspired me to get started on my own legacy, which will actually begin by building another edifice right next to the Bush Library. Can we show that, please? I'm also hard at work on plans for the Obama Library, and some have suggested that we put it in my birthplace, but I'd rather keep it in the United States. We got rid of one rule from 40 years ago that could have forced some dairy farmers to spend $10,000 a year proving that they could contain a spill, because milk was somehow classified as an oil. With a rule like that, I guess it was worth crying over spilled milk. confident a farmer can contain a milk spill without a federal agency looking over his shoulder.
Let's get a picture in front of the Lincoln.
Yeah, let's do
You
that.
guys go walk over there. If you set it up, I'll take a picture for you.
I think we'd rather have you in it.
You might have to zoom in.
I have a feeling he figured that one out. Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Prime Minister, my lords and members of the House of Commons, I have known few greater honors than the opportunity to address the Mother of Parliaments at Westminster Hall. I am told that the last three speakers here have been the Pope, Her Majesty the Queen, and Nelson Mandela, which is either a very high bar or the beginning of a very funny joke. It is wonderful to be at Masterlock. I have to say, though, it brought back some memories. You know, I was thinking about my gym locker in high school. And, you know, if you go into the boys' locker room in high school, sometimes it's a little powerful, the odor in there. So I was thinking about the fact that we weren't washing our stuff enough. And then I was thinking about, as I got older and I kept on using Master Locks, I became an even better customer because I couldn't always remember my combination. So I'd end up having to have the lock sawed off and buy a new one. So I was giving you guys a lot of business. And now, as I was looking at some of the really industrial-sized locks, I was thinking about the fact that I am a father of two girls who are soon going to be in high school. And then it might come in handy to have these super locks. For now, I'm just counting on the fact that when they go to school, there are men with guns with them. So, we also have a young up-and-comer on the team, a guy named David Beckham. I have to say I gave David a hard time. I said half his teammates could be his kids. We're getting old, David. Although you're holding up better than me. Last year, at the age of 36, David had his best year in MLS, leading the team with 15 assists. He did it despite fracturing his spine halfway through the season, injuring his hamstring the week before the championship game. He is tough. In fact, it is a rare man who can be that tough on the field and also have his own line of underwear.